Hey everybody, it's Paul Campbell. So Cisco Live wrapped up yesterday, the digital event, and I wanted to take a moment to just talk about it. This isn't about like the announcements and anything like that. I just wanted to highlight how, for me personally, the first day was just amazing, right? From top to bottom, start to finish, everything in between, right? It was great. It was like drinking from a fire hose of information though with the four channels. The thing that I really had hit me was on day two. For the last 5 years, I've gone to every Cisco Live. I've gotten to meet amazing people. I remember when Amir Nasher came over from the Middle East. I don't want to say the wrong country, but he came over and I got to meet him. I remember when he got to meet Chuck Robbins. Um, Cisco Live is where I met Tim Miller, who at the time was not at Cisco, but now is at Cisco, and he's having an amazing career. Um, Tim Miller's actually what introduced me to the Cisco Champion set of people and that group. And I've now officially been in that group since 2017. Um, and it, really what I found myself missing and almost, perhaps maybe just getting sad about was I missed my friends. I missed the people that, I do only see once a year, but interact with on social media and Twitter and things like that. And, you know, we have our WebEx team spaces and things like that, but there's just something inherently awesome about meeting up every year. I remember when Peter Jan Nefkens, great guy, came over from the Netherlands and brought stroopwafels. Hopefully I didn't butcher the name. But last year, and it was great. I took it back to my family, and we all shared some. It was delicious. Honestly, it was like the best thing ever. It didn't last very long. And over the years, I've gotten to meet great people like David Samuels. I've gotten to meet, people who I don't think I would have ever met without Cisco Live. And not only that, Cisco Live is what got me introduced to the Cisco Champion team. And the Cisco Champion team is what helped me personally advance my career. I got to meet people, got to start learning things, hearing about all the things coming out from Cisco before they're actually announced, but then can't talk about them is just it's a fun feeling. But it's nice because the program has grown over time, right? I'm not going to say we have influence per se, but I know that we get our feedback as solicited. So it's fun to go from a program that was kind of like hey, we're just hanging out, having a good time, to now we're actually providing feedback to Cisco from marketing and other aspects of we got hands-on demos before things are GA, and just stuff like that is great. And then it also hit me that the world of solutions. The first 3 years that I went to Cisco Live, I went on a full pass. I went and sat in sessions, and I made the mistake that hopefully none of you do, is my very first Cisco Live, I booked everything start to finish. Man, it was the worst idea ever because you go out at night and have fun, and then you come back the next day. And trying to get up and be in a class ready to listen and pay attention at 8 a.m. is not always easy for 4 days straight. But what I found in the last 2 years is I really started taking myself and going to the world of solutions, where everything that they announce that they're doing, right? Chuck will do the kickoff announcement in the beginning, and after that, World of Solutions, it's on. And I really do, I learn through hands-on and digging deep, and I don't really learn by someone lecturing to me. So going into World of Solutions and having hands-on, getting to play with all these things is great. And I found myself missing that this year. Like, there's a lot of cool announcements and a lot of cool things that are going on, but I didn't have the experience to see it. Now I know that Cisco Live has the online on-demand demos and other things that they're doing now, which is great. But for me personally, and how I consume data and process it, it's just not perfect. So the last thing is also just the timing. I think it's amazing that Cisco actually pulled it off and did this, basically 2 6-hour blocks across 2 days. But it was also, I felt like it was lacking. I know the people who may have participated in it may be like, whoa, what are you talking about? It was already a lot. What I mean is, think of it like a food eating challenge. We basically sat down and mass consumed a lot of information, whereas normally we have 4 days. It's really like 3.5 days, but you have 3.5 days to consume it. The day is usually from like 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then you have a little, some parties and funs and get together at night. But that was all gone. And it literally was boom, 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 boom. I'm not sure if maybe having a little bit of buffer between some of the sessions and things may have helped a little more or something, but I felt like it was just a lot, a lot. And having that 3.5 days in person obviously helps. But I just wanted to share some thoughts that's me. That's how I interpreted and experienced Cisco Live. Obviously, I had a great time. I was on social media a lot. I was honored to be selected with one of my tweets for the giveaway for Keynote. And it just, I just wanted to share that with everybody. And I'm looking forward to Cisco Live next year, being able to get out and see everybody again. And I could not thank Cisco again so much for what they did. I think about like last year, there was 30,000 people who came. And now they had, I think it was 124,000 people roughly registered. I don't know if the numbers fluctuated on who actually logged in or if they were able to track that. I'm sure they were. But think about it. That's 4 times the amount of people that went to the largest Cisco Live ever. So think about how many people got to experience and kind of participate in the Cisco Live community that have never done that before. So it just, and I think it was great. I'm hoping that spurs even more people to go live in person when we can do it again. But I just wanted to share that and say it was great, but I miss my friends. I really like seeing everybody. If you didn't get a personal shout out of this, I love you. You're out there. Have a good one. Enjoy your weekend.